defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Let's go, great. Great.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Room past the 20. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 91 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Leopard!
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Gun!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he's forced out right. Now he's going to send this one deep. That's caught at the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. The Redskins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx it?
Maybe jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll check it down to Geis. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a give running left is Geis. Dances by him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
Oh, look at this play call. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front at the field general. The leader just fall in behind them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Shorty, shorty, shorty. Great.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Shazier coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Over! I got it. Gun!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And they'll run it here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On second down, here's Wentz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Ajayi. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Black. Go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ethan Westbrook's in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for Washington, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Hey, I ain't switching.